critical thinking, problem solving, innovation, and collaboration. We all know that teachers are tasked with imparting the necessary and competencies that would drive learners to create industries. Now, following the persistent agitation by Kenya National Union of Teachers, these teachers have been tooled and retooled in the past pathways of CBC, and that is a competency-based curriculum which cover creative industry. Now, creative economy, as stated here, is a concept that describes the economic activities that use creativity to generate value. It is also known as orange economy. As teachers impact knowledge, skills, and competencies in CBC, they introduce learners to creative industries, which is a major component of creative economy. Now, I just want to mention 2 or 3 major components of creative economy. One is creative industries. This includes TV advertising, designs, film and video, music, performing arts, publishing, fine arts, crafts, visual arts, and even function, among others. When we come to the other component, I would wish to put together trade, labor, and production. These are also parts of creative economy that involve the exchange of goods and services. The creative industries are those based on individual creativity, skills, talents, and competencies. They have potential to create wealth and jobs through development or production of intellectual property. I would wish to tell the audience here that Kenya National Union of Teachers have brought to their booth 2 schools, Mbeme Primary School and a special school, Lutheran School. And they're doing very well. You can walk around, and what they do is what is based on what we call creative industries, which can actually earn a living for the learners and even their families. Now, teachers are champions of creative industries. Conceivably, teachers are the champions of knowledge leading to creative industries. And this is the reason why Kenya National Union of Teachers, as a professional organization, is here to unite all teachers and safeguard their interests and provide means for cooperation and expression to have their opinions all together, their views collected together on matters touching on labor and affecting the interest of teaching as a profession. Teachers, being the champions of advancing creative economy, deserve to be supported and engage in business ventures and investments. This is crucial because it can provide them with additional economic streams, financial security, and a sense of empowerment, potentially leading to improved job satisfaction and a stronger commitment to the teaching profession, while also allowing them to leverage their skills and knowledge to contribute positively to their communities. The impact of creative economy. 1, economic growth. Creative economy can contribute to economic transformation for social economic growth and development. This can easily be achieved if the government invests so much in teachers by improving their working conditions, provide adequate training, as I mentioned earlier, tooling and retooling, and ensuring that their well-being is looked into. This can help attract and retain qualified teachers and improve the quality of education for students. Another impact for creative economy is employment. The creative economy provides jobs, and especially for women and the young people. Innovation is another impact because creative economy boosts innovation and addresses social and economic inequalities. I want to take you through the impact of teachers in transforming economy of this country. Teachers effectively participate in creative economy and make impact on social, economic growth and development. And here, Teacher Service Commission should be very open enough to allow teachers also side hustle away from teaching. Moreover, teachers have been retooled in CBC, and CBC, as I said earlier, is a gateway of creative economy. And therefore, teachers participating in CBC.
Economic growth and development. I'm glad you have not just talked about teachers' rights, as we know the union does. You have told the audience that teachers have been retooled, teachers are being tooled to be able to handle CBC, which is very critical right now. Ladies and gentlemen, now I want to invite our next panelist, who is going to break it down for us about the role of public-private partnership in strengthening education sector, and that is none other than Professor Zel Miseda, Vice Chancellor, Great Lakes University. Let's put our hands together and welcome Prof. Welcome.
All protocols observed. Good morning, everyone. My role today is to discuss the PPP, how it strengthens education sector. I want to say that this is not a new concept. When I was given this topic to review, I actually went down the memory lane. I did some literature review and discovered that Harvard, Notre Dame, and Oxford are actually developed on PPP approach. When I looked at Oxford, teaching, research, residentials, funding is just 38%. Legacy and donations is 27%. Investment income is 28%. Evidently, funding is from the private sector more than it is from tuition and than it is from the government. When I looked at Notre Dame, I realized that it had 190 buildings. And out of those buildings, some richest people in France, the Gouchy, the Laurent, some families have donated, some of the families have donated up to 200 million euros, others 100 million euros to ensure that buildings are put in place, faculties or departments are put in place and are named after them. When I went to Harvard, Harvard has endowment fund, they have gifts, they get money from alumni, and general tuition is not quite the revenue as it were. So for Kenya to move towards PPP in education is not just going to be the first, but evidently something that has happened and has worked, and we are only learning from best practices. I must say that so far, public-private partnership has proven to be a powerful force in advancing education in Kenya. This has been done through pooling resources. We know that Safaricom, the banks have actually put in some money into various institutions in terms of infrastructure and in terms of renovation of various institutions. Today, the education sector is grappling with infrastructure and facility, especially in the issues of CBC. There is not enough infrastructure to take care of the current number of students that are coming into the universities, as well as those that are going into the training, the high schools. But with PPP, we are guaranteed that this can happen. Of course, we know that the government always says that they are constrained with resources. And when resources are available is when there is hope that it may be done. Just from a session on land investment, and one of my colleagues asked, the Honorable CS why the housing in various institutions, in his institution in particular, especially for the houses for accommodation has not been done. And she said that that proposal has not come. So evidently, this is not a guarantee, and if we can have an alternative funding, then it would be a good thing. I want to say that infrastructure, other than infrastructure, we have curriculum enhancement. We came from a space that the colonialists had given us a curriculum that was only about rote learning. But today, we've been accused that we are actually producing students that do not measure up to the expectations in the market. So what we are saying is that we should understand the demands of the of the market so that we may develop curriculums that translate to what they expect and what they need. And so in public-private partnership, we may have an opportunity to actually sit together with together and come up with a curriculum that is responsive to the needs of our people. I know that KICD and private organizations have helped to develop the CBC program. But again, we are being asked by CUE, are you ready for the CBC students that are coming to the universities? The reality is no, because we do not know much about it yet, and we have to have support to be able to develop the curriculums, because it is quite an expensive affair to get everybody to do things practically. I also want to say that in this regard, the private-public partnership would be an advantage to us because they are already in business, and we can send our students there to shadow those who are in the industry to be able to do that. We also know that private institutions also have SRC that is very good, that has been very instrumental in developing some of the infrastructure, providing some of the digital hubs for the university. So in essence, what we are saying is that if we partner, there will be digital literacy from the private sector, quality of education to the hard to reach areas, because when we partner, the NGOs come on board and support the institutions or the education sector on how to reach those places and provide infrastructure and even equipment for them to be able to thrive. They also provide and pay teachers and support them in a way that they are able to carry out their duties. The potential areas of collaboration, in my view, as we address this issue in this conference, are expanding STEM education. We have to really look at science and technology because we are getting into a digital space where telecommunication, telemedicine, or Dell training is what is thriving. We also have to improve the vocational and technical training. I know at some point in this country, we were so excited about having more universities than technical institutions. Today, it has robbed us of our plumbers, our technicians, the technical level people who actually do the who are at the forefront in terms of technical issues. So we have to strengthen these institutions, and the way to do it in a constrained system is to partner with private institutions so that they can support the process. We have to enhance education in hard-to-reach areas. I know we have tried, but there are places that when you see what they have and what is compared to what the others are doing, and they are expected to sit the same exam, I don't think we are fair to ourselves or to them. So far, I believe with my 5 minutes, I have tried to make it 3. May God bless you.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. Let's give a round of clap to Prof, please. Thank you so much, Prof, for breaking it down to us on the issue of PPE, public-private partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, investors who are here, you have heard.
To accommodate each and every one of us. I want to welcome you again to day 2 of the Nyanza International Conference. My name is Laban. I'll be shortly joined by my co-MC as well, Madam Esther on stage. We are live on HBTV, so it's a slight interruption because a bit of housekeeping we need to attend to. Owner of KCM 349, I'll repeat, owner of KCM 349, that's an Isuzu D-Max. Please attend to your car. Please attend to your car. Being a presidential function, ladies and gentlemen, you